In this video, we are going to discuss the note and the file tool inside of a case. Here, we're in our cases feature, and we're going to be using the case that we initially created using the Smart Entry tool. We'll head over to the Action button, and we'll click View Details, and we'll be brought inside of that case. So here on the right side, you'll see this Note tool here. This is used to store notes, just like you would a regular notebook. This is also how you'll bring in PDFs, documents, Word documents, audio files, video, any type of file or document that you have for a case. You'll use this Note feature to bring those in. Then we'll use the File tool to further organize everything. So first, let's add a few notes. You can do this by typing a note right here. You can also dictate a note by selecting the microphone button, continue, and record audio. That will allow you to speak into the program and record notes that way. Let's go ahead and type some notes. So let's say you're on the phone with your client and they're giving you some information and you want to jot it down real quick. Let's say client advised that witness drives a blue truck. Go ahead and add that note. Here you'll see the note, the investigator who added the note, and it will be time and date stamped here. Then you have this small drop-down menu, which gives you some additional options. Here you can copy that note, you can send the note to AI, or you can send the note to Caseflow. Now these two options will be covered in the AI Assistant video, so be sure to watch that video for a detailed breakdown on how to use these two options. Let's add one more note. Let's see. Witness interview scheduled for December 29, 2025 at 4:15 p.m. So as you can see, you can add notes and they'll start to appear in your notes folder here. Now, as this begins to fill up, if you need to search for a note, you can do that with this search bar here by using keywords. So let's say client. That will bring up this note here. Interview. That will bring up this note here. Also, as mentioned earlier, this is how you are going to bring in your files. So let's go ahead and bring in our first file for this case. We'll go ahead and use this paperclip icon, and we are going to select our assignment sheet as the first document. And as you can see, the assignment sheet appears here. And here we have the document name and the time and date stamp for that. And then again, we have this drop-down menu. We have open file, which allows you to review a preview of the file. Here you can download the file back out of the program, and then again, send to AI or send to Caseflow. Let's go ahead and add a few more documents. We'll go ahead and select a report, and we'll bring that into the program. Here we have Caseflow report, our same options. We'll go ahead and bring in our evidence photo, And as you can see, that photo's been added. Let's go ahead and bring in evidence photo number 2. There we go. And then let's go ahead and add another note. Let's say review evidence photos for discrepancies. So you can see we're starting to add some documents into our notes. And if you want to hide any of these files just so that you can see just your text notes, you can click Hide Files. And then here you'll have just your typed in notes so that you can quickly see your notes, and then you can show the files again. So this notes tool is also where you can have audio files brought in and have them transcribed. So there are 2 ways to do this. You click the microphone, you'll click continue, and then as mentioned earlier, you can record audio directly into the program. So this could be a way that you can dictate a note, or if you are conducting an interview, you could use this record audio feature to record your interview directly into the program and then have it transcribed that way. Or if you already have a recording, you can select an audio file, which is what we are going to do now. We'll go ahead and select investigator interview, and we'll bring that into the program. There you can see that that audio file has been uploaded. And now we're going to look at our options for an audio file, because these options will be slightly different. Here you see transcribe, download file, so you can bring that audio file back out of the program, and send to AI. Again, this will be covered in the AI assistant video. Let's go ahead and click transcribe. Now, in a few moments, it will transcribe this audio file. And there you can see it was successful. Let's go to the top. So you'll want to take note of this warning here. Transcription accuracy can vary. Please review all transcriptions to ensure their accuracy before professional use. Now we have our menu options again, where you can copy the transcription, send it to AI, or send a caseflow. So as you'll see, here is a investigator interview, and CFI also has built-in speaker diarization. So when you transcribe a audio file with multiple speakers, it will indicate speaker 1, speaker 2, or if there are several speakers, it will identify each individual speaker and place the text accordingly. However, you'll always want to review audio transcriptions just to be certain of their accuracy. So here you can see the investigator is conducting an interview, and now we have that full transcription. So we've brought in an audio file, a Word document, a PDF, and a few photos. So now, if we would like to organize all of this further, we can do that in our Files tool. We'll go ahead and click Files, which will bring us to this page here. So here at the top, you'll see all files. And if you click on that, here we can find all of the files that we've brought into the program. Here we have our audio interview, evidence photos 1 and 2, our report, and the assignment sheet. If you'd like to edit the name of any file, you can do that by selecting this pencil icon, and then you can change the name. And then you would click this triangle here to lock in the new name. And we can select this menu where then we can download the file, delete the file, or move the file. We are going to be moving the file shortly to further organize all our files. So let's go ahead and bring that menu back up. Now here we have this button here, Add Folder, and we are going to click that, and we are going to make a folder for all our audio files. So we are going to title this Audio, and we'll go ahead and save that. Then we'll add another folder for reports, and we'll save that. And you can see that these start to generate here. We'll say evidence photos, assignment sheet, and of course you can delete any of these folders by selecting the trash can icon, or you can edit the name by selecting the pencil icon. So now we've created our assignment sheet folder, our evidence photos folder, our reports, and our audio folder. So we'll go back into all our files. Here's our audio interview. We're going to select the 3 dots and bring down this drop-down menu, and we'll select Move File. We're going to simply click Audio. Now if we bring that back up and we go into our audio folder, you'll see that interview is now stored in there. So we'll go to All Files, Evidence Photo, move into Evidence Photo, go to the next Evidence Photo, move File, Evidence Photos, Report, move File into Reports, and lastly Assignment Sheet, move File into Assignment Sheet. We'll close that. We'll go back. So now let's say you're working on this case. You need to access your evidence photos. You simply go down into the evidence photo, drop it down, open file, and there you have your evidence photo. So using these drop-down menus and drop-down folders, you can see that you can create a very organized and neat array of folders, and then inside each folder you have all of the appropriate documents. Of course, if you get stuck at any point or need any additional guidance, always be sure to check out our built-in guide. Now, before we leave this feature, I would like to point out one very important disclaimer, which is this button here. And if we read this, it says Word documents need to be edited outside of the program. So this is very important to remember when working on reports or anything that you're using a Word document for. When you're storing it inside of the program, this is simply just a place to store these documents. If you open a Word document inside of the program, this is just opening it to review it. You cannot make edits inside of the program to a Word document because they are not compatible in that way. So if you wish to work on a report, what you'll need to do is you'll need to find the Word document, download the file, which will bring it outside of the program. You'll open it outside of the program, make all of your edits and changes, and then you'll simply bring it back into the program using the same methods that we just discussed, and that will ensure that that document is edited properly and you do not risk your edits not being saved. So always be certain to carefully review this disclaimer, because it's very important to remember that for Word documents. So that covers how you use the Notes tool along with the File tool, and we look forward to seeing you in the rest of the videos.